It is now time to explain to people just what's wrong with me. No, I'm just kidding. This is the Jimmy James Show. Welcome.
Shut up! You're good, kid. You're real good. But as long as I'm around, you're always going to be second best. See? Alright, from here on out, this is a podcast like me on my shittier, I wasn't really feeling the mood, but I actually recorded it for some weird fucking reason, so don't judge me. Here's me, and let's get serious. I would say enjoy, but fuck, it was depressing as shit, and I didn't edit a fucking thing. Have fun.
Get the fuck away from me.
I'm recording this because I am at a pivotal point in my life where I am stuck. I'm not even trying to be funny. I am just stuck. I don't know why I'm even recording this. You ever just I don't know, as a podcaster, a person, just hit a fucking wall in your life where you're just like, ugh. But see, here's how I think. I'm trying to just skip past all this bullshit that I'm thinking about, oh my god, the meaning of life, blah blah blah. I always thank God I came up with that weird ass theory, IDK. I don't know. But this is what I don't want to podcast. I don't want to podcast me. I want to podcast the other me. The fun me. But I don't know how to do that. I'm getting a little serious with you here. Let's get serious. I can't even want to joke. I don't want to joke. A minute in, I see. I'm not in the mood to do a fucking podcast. This is the truth. It's not even about a podcast. It's not nothing to do with this. This is just other shit. Life bullshit, People go through it. Should I talk about this? I'm saying to myself as I'm literally thinking about it right now. Should I just, not do a podcast because I'm not feeling like I don't want to do one. I don't want to do a fucking podcast. I don't want to talk about anything. I'd rather just sit back and think about it. And then I start thinking really quickly, just before I hit the record button, I might as well just record what this is and see if anybody actually can figure it out. My fucking back is hurting. My ankle's fucking wrecked. Sprained my ankle 5 times playing basketball. Put my headset on because I don't like talking without headset on. It feels like, I don't know, talking to myself. See, right there, I didn't think that was that funny. It's not funny. It's actually fucking sad. Alright, I'm just gonna do a test and see how that sound. Oh, fuck, I don't feel like doing that. Hold on 1 second. Flag. Yeah, fuck, stop. I'm coming right back. Alright, recording again, and just want to see what that sounds like right about there. Extracting. It's the Jimmy J. Now I switched over to Adobe. Adobe on. Alright, so where was I? So I fucking sprained my ankle 5 times. My back is whacked. It's fucked up right now. I just feel like collapsing into madness. I'm not my usual bouncy self right now. I don't know what it is. What do you call this shit? It's like depression or something. I don't know. People always put these labels on things. Dude, people are just, I think I'm not in the mood to do this. I don't want to do this at the moment. I don't have to. But I have to, I guess, if that makes any sense. I'm thinking alright, well, can I just be like, hey, this is Jimmy J, blah, 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 messing around, fucking talking super 1,000 miles an hour, or let's get serious for a minute. Actually talk to you guys about what it's like and why I'm gonna record myself in the true sense. No fun, there's nobody here, there's no acting going on here. Slowing down a little bit for you, letting you get an inside view of my brain, which sure you're thinking to yourself, what the fuck is that like? I mean, honestly, you try to do it. You sit back, record something when you're feeling like shit. Like right now, I don't want to do a fucking thing. I get into these moods. I don't know if it's the alphabet fucking disease letter thingy I have, or it's just this mentalism. It's a psyche. I have no idea. I don't know why I'm still talking. I don't want to talk right now. I don't know what this is. Does other podcasters get this? I'm not gonna say podcasters, anybody. A lot of people get this, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just know it's late. I'm tired. I don't want to do this, but I was supposed to. I was supposed to have some kind of show that I could just pop out Wednesdays and Saturdays, which I did a lot. I have so much recordings in my library. It is ridiculous how much shit is in there. Like, ridiculous. And it would take forever to go through. And I would need to open up my laptop. I just hear the mumblings of fucking nut jobs in my house. That's a whole nother story. I don't know if I ever want to talk about that, because I don't think anybody actually wants to get too personal. I don't know. By the way, I'm doing this on this Dolby On thing. It boosts your voice, and so I'm only gonna do like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, because you gotta extract it, and I'm doing everything on my phone, and then you extract it, and you gotta add it to Anchor or wherever the fuck it goes, your RSS feeds, and so I don't want to be doing long segments. Anchor, it just goes right there, but I'm doing, it's like a little booster basically. I don't say it makes you sound better. I mean, you sound the way you're, like, I could change my voice up and do that, but no, that's not what I'm trying to do. This is like my real talk, and, all bullshit aside, like, messing around type of shit. I was watching, shit on I have nothing to do. I was watching shit TV. My back, I'm in a lot of pain. I have ibuprofen, I won't take them. I mean, I will, but I won't. I don't know. I don't want to take an ibuprofen 500. My pops gets them for he has arthritis, his hand surgery, all that shit, so he has like a whole bunch of ibuprofens and shit. And I mean, I could take one, but, I don't know. I don't know if I ate and everything. And that's another thing, I just walked to the store, at like 2 a.m. I love to walk at night. Did you ever just go out? If you're a night person, you'll understand. Like, just go out at night. Especially tonight, it was cool. It was nice and cool. It wasn't cold. It was cool. So, I went out and I was just like, oh, it's so fucking nice out. It was like that cool air, not the cold air, not the one that, like, if a fucking, wind comes across your face, it feels like you're getting hit with razor blades. I just love that walk when you go out and you're walking at night and you're just, looking up at the outer space, whatever the fuck space, I guess, and you're just like, yeah, this is what it feels like to be one with the universe. No. Put my sexy voice on. See, I didn't feel like joking around. Like, I'm trying to put something here, but I have nothing. That's why I just titled the show. I talked about in this past, I'll just go over it for like 10 seconds. I put titles first, and then it gives me the topic to talk about. So I thought of like 20 titles while I walked up to the store and back. I'm like, what should my next one be about? Oh yeah, shit. I totally forgot about this. Good thing I did this thing. Maria, oh god, did I remember her name right? Maria works at Wawa. It's my local Wawa. They're like your local stores or whatever. Look it up. Wawa. W-A-W-A. Anyway, she said there was I gotta look it up. There's a video, I don't know, Pokemon Go, where this guy rides a bicycle, and he plays 60, I think. I don't know what I know what Pokemon is. I don't know the game Pokemon Go, but he plays 60 games while he's riding his bike or something. I don't know. He was from, she told me, and I was like, well, make sure he's from here, right? Maria from Wawa, I'm gonna shout you out. What is he? He was like, Taiwan? No, not Taiwan. Teenage? I don't know. I don't know the fucking, anyway, look it up. It's a dude rides a bike, plays Pokemon Go. I don't know. She said it. I asked her, this is really cool about, it was really weird. I literally just walked up. Now I had the mask on too, so you couldn't really see, I feel like you're hiding. When you're talking, you gotta see this expression of your face, your mouth, your nose, like, that's part of how I talk. You communicate. It's how everybody communicates. So I just genuinely asked her, I was like, listen, do you have any good topics? I do a podcast or something, any good topics? And she didn't say, what? Huh? Like, she was just like, oh, let me see. She's like, let me think. And she's like, oh, yeah. And then she was just like telling me about, she's very just natural. She gets asked these questions all the time. And I never asked her. I think I've seen her before, but yeah, Marie. I hope I'm saying that right. It was Marie or Megan. I don't know. I'm bad with this shit. I gotta really start taking my phone with me. So, I can be like, here, speak into the phone, say your name. Boom, got your voice. Like I did with Anthony and all that. And then, there it is. So look that up if you're fucking bored out of your mind. And, I still don't know why I'm doing this. I think the reason why I'm doing it, like I said, is, I'm talking about me talking right now is, like I said, I wanted to bring you into when I don't feel like talking. And even though I'm talking, but I'm forcing myself right now at this point. And maybe it kind of helps me. Maybe this is my outlet to talk and talk and talk and talk. And then you guys sit there and listen to me like, all right, what's he up to today? Nothing. No. Not nothing. I did a couple things. I woke up, I looked at the clock, and then I sat down, and then I got up to go to the store, and then I sat down and did this. There you go. There's my whole day in a nutshell. No. Yeah, but no. Then yeah, I guess. There's nothing I can really much do. I'm mentally fucking challenged. So, let's see, I don't ask the government for anything. I don't really ask anybody for anything. I don't deserve anything. I think I deserve less than what I have, and I don't have really anything at all, which is fine. I can live life with one thing. My phone is like 4 years old. Laptop 2013. TV's old as hell. Well, it's a couple years old, but I got it new with the Xbox One X when that dropped, so whatever, how many years that is. And then I got that Kindle tablet by mistake, because I don't know how to shop right online, because I don't shop online. Amazon's pretty easy. I'm just trying to think, people out there, anybody listening to this is going to be like, wow, he has a sad life. Yes, I do. So you should support my channel, by the way. I don't ever really mention this. I don't know why. There's a support my podcast on there. You could do $1 a month. Think about all the money you spend, right? I know it's weird. I said I don't ask for anything, but the listener support, okay, is for people like me who don't have anything. I don't have an income. I'm not getting supported anyway. I'm doing this just to do it for my beneficial, for my therapeutic views. And then I was like, shit, I'll share them with people. They listen. I'm not looking to be famous. If I make money on the side, that's great. But I already said if I ever make money, I would give half of it to a charity. Like a good charity, a good cause, not some bullshit cause like, save the hunger, save the world with hunger. That's a real thing, but you know what I mean. Some bullshit cause like, I'm trying to think of a fucking bullshit fucking, not a fundraiser, what the fuck am I saying? A charity, like a real charity, something that, okay, for instance, ADHD, I like that because scientists, fucking people that are smarter than me with the brain stuff, They don't know what's going on. I've came up with so many ideas and views. You know, I'm more into philosophizing, space, astronomy. I'm into that. I was going to do an episode, like I did one, the universe and beyond, but I really want to get straight into astronomy. Alright, I want to stop this at a little over 11 minutes to 12 minutes, and then I want to come back, so I gotta extract this shit. 1 second. And you know what? Listen to this commercial coming up for Anchor, or my ad. And don't forget to look at that sponsor thing, man. It's at 99 cents to $5 to $10 a month. Shit. I'm only asking for 99 cents. I'm not even asking for the other two. People can't afford that shit. Alright, stay tuned. I'll be right back for another 10 more minutes. Alright, so I have no idea where I was because it's only been about 20 seconds and I totally forgot what I was talking about. No, I was talking about the listener support and life and all that bullshit. And I wanted to do an episode about the beyond part of the universe, like how small we really are. We are so tiny, and that doesn't mean anything, just people say small. But I don't like to go how small we are. It's how big the universe really is. And then like it's so fucking, it boggles my mind. It's just so, it's not, the big is an understatement, gigantic. When you say universe, you just think wow. Alright, but no, I mean like wow. Give you an example. Today I was looking at a show on YouTube. I'm a YouTube fucking rabbit hole guy. I've seen the Hubble. I've been studying, okay, let me give a little backstory before I say this. I've been studying astronomy since I was 9. Like, studying it. Like, I'm not super on the math, you know, like, I'm not 100, like, yeah, you know, I'm not a fucking, so is it a physicist? Physicist. I'm not a physicist. I'm not great with the numbers. But when it comes to the thought process, the psyche of it, what's that, I guess I would be labeled, if I had to go to get like a PhD, it would be like a Dr. Jimmy James. Dr. Jimmy James would be a astrophysicist. But just take the numbers out. That would probably be my strong suit. A little bit of philosophy too. I have a lot of ideas. So studied since I was 9 years old. And I had some really great inspiration from teachers, people, and saying, that's a good idea, you know, that's this and that's that, telling me that. And I'm thinking, holy shit, you know, you're a teacher of this shit, my science teacher, and you're telling me, like, I think I might have mentioned this before, but Mr. Boyd at Slayton Glen Mills, when I was put away there, I was talking about that, I think, in my last episode. Literally, I think I told you guys this, or if you didn't hear it, oh well, you're hearing it again. He wrote in a book, I was like 15, and he wrote in his book and said, you make me want to become, like, there was more to it, I don't know where the fuck that book is, you make me want to become a better teacher, you know, and there was more to it, and then I was, like, blown away by that. Blown away. And I was like 15. I didn't know what that, like, but I don't know. He was such a good teacher. I wish I could find him. And I had another good science teacher, who worked in Wildwood High. Mr. Stevens, you know, like, these are guys that I really looked up to. I sucked at school. It's not because I did 1 year for real in Slayton, and I was an honor roll student, you know, but, I had the ADD, whatever the fuck I was, the alphabet, the fucking disorder, whatever. Anyway, so that's a little background. Anyway, I looked up to these guys. Like, the Mr. Stevens told me, he said, you know, after we had a long talk, he goes, school's not for everybody. And right there, I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, should a teacher be telling somebody this? Like, this is not, it was like, you know, bring a little anarchy. I was thinking of Heath Ledger there for a second, because he says, you know, you knock something out of the this is before fucking Batman and all that shit. Take something out of the natural order of things, and people just lose their minds. And that's the way he said it. So that's what I was thinking. And he says school's not for everybody. And I said, well, I didn't know what he meant. I didn't know what he meant to, by that. I do now, but at the time I didn't. I was only like 17 at the time, and after maybe in a couple more months, I was like in the 11th, 12th grade. Yeah, 12th grade. I was going to graduate in 2000. I didn't. I dropped out and I just worked. I like to work and be around people and talk and bullshit. I never thought needing a piece of paper telling you did something. I never thought you needed that. I still don't to this day. That's just I don't know. I think it's cool. Like, yeah, I'm not, you go to school, you study your ass off, and you're an astrophysicist. Boom, there you go. You know the numbers, you know the math, you know all that stuff, but there's a lot of stuff you gotta study. I've been studying it since I was 9. Now, I'll forget. You gotta remember, these guys are smart. Some of them are geniuses. Some of them are geniuses, some of them are just well-educated. They didn't know shit, and now they do. Pretty much the way of life. Unless you're just what's that, think of the people who hate to be called this is when they're a savant of something. I'm a savant of bullshit, and it's true. I probably am. But honestly, the most 2 things I love in my life is people, like just connection to people, and astronomy. I mean, besides like the little stuff like music, obviously. I fucking love music. I love the good old stuff I talked about. So circling around that was that. So there you go. There's an idea of how I grew up. I loved the stars. I looked at the stars all the time. I remember the last time we had that big meteor shower back in 1998. Oh, I think it was 98 is when there was that, like, the next one's gonna be, it was 70, it's like every 72 years, I forget the fucking numbers. I'm bad with it, but I'm good with it. It's weird, I have to look it up. So, to get back to all this shit, that's where I want to take the next episode, beyond. I know I already did one, but I want to do another one, but better. And you remember how I started this shit out? Like, I don't feel like doing this. I'm not, I'm like slowed down a little bit more than I usually am. It's because I don't want to do any of this. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to do anything. And now that I talked for a little bit, I felt better. Just giving you how I'm feeling second by second, minute by minute. And, I just think there's so many outcomes in life. You don't need a piece of paper to tell you that you are, that you are smarter, or I don't know how to say this, because I wanted to get back on that. Like, Mr. Stevens telling me about you not needing school, throwing off the natural order. I know I got way off topic, but, welcome to my world. I always say, though, I always try to get back to that, what I'm talking about. There's so much shit that's like running through. It's so hard to do something, not to get off topic again, but it's so hard to do something when you have certain things. And I'm not using it as an excuse or an anchor. No pun intended. I gotta do some new voices. I should do like a new blooper reel with my voices. She, you're good, kid, real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best. She, I can't be really loud right now because it's kind of late. It's fucking like 4 a.m. I could scream. I'm so out of it. Alright, well anyway, like I said, that's gonna be my next little episode. This is a short, brief 30-minute, probably, bullshit. Not in the mood. Let's get serious for a second. I didn't want to joke around too much and fuck around. I just wanted to be for real. And I didn't want to do this. Remember, in the beginning, I honestly didn't want to do it. I'm kind of glad I did, but in the beginning, I didn't want to do it. I guess I'm, just fucking nuts. I don't know. Anyway, And you know, another thing, one more thing, last fucking minute or so here, this tidbit, is I hate that, you know, people that have to go to the doctors for this, and some people act, you know, like they act like they have ADD and all that shit, or whatever the fuck mental disorder they want to go through. But for me, if I went, I did try this a long time ago, okay? I was younger and I tried. I was being myself. And as I was being myself, the doctor's like, oh, well, you seem fine enough to go in society. I'm like, yeah, I am fine enough to go. And like, I'm not going to go and be like, well, I want to blow up this store or fucking get, you know, bazooka to that. All right, here basically, give you a quick rundown of that. The doctor was asking me to remember shit. I have ADHD. I was trying to tell him. I hyper-focused on what he was telling me. He asked me to remember like 5 objects, or whatever the fuck it was at the time. Fire trucks, oranges, or I don't know. The whole time he was talking to me, I was running it in my head. Okay, yeah, I got it. Because I remember those 5 objects, I guess I didn't get any, you know, help from the government or whatever it was, because I was too normal or whatever. I don't know. You know how many jobs I worked in my life? Probably like 60 plus. You name it, I probably almost done it. Not every goddamn thing. I'm not getting too crazy, but anyway. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm saying that you go to the doctors and you be yourself, but that's not the problem. I can go out and I don't like being around people. I like to be by myself, or I want to be with somebody again, I think, sometime in the future. I am single, ladies, yeah. No, anybody out there listening, and they want to go on a date, let me know. As long as you're driving. I don't believe in the gasoline. It's killing our atmosphere. No, I'm kidding, not one of those guys. I mean, it does make sense, but no, I'm not that extreme. Yeah, we are fucking this world into oblivion, though. I mean, that's just the fucking bottom line. You know, like I talked about a couple podcasts ago, I don't fucking know. Everybody has to have like 20 of this, 20 of that. Oh, where's my iPod? 1, 2, 7, 20. Does Tim, Bill, Jim, and John have one? Yeah, they all do. Alright, cool. How many does he have? He has 3. I have 3 kids, they got 3 of everything. What? You should have stopped. You should have stopped at 1. I always said to my mom, like, hey, why the fuck did you have 3 kids? Why? Why 3? I don't know. It's a weird question, you know? And my dad, you could have been born in Iraq or Iran. And I said, or Canada, you know, or something like fucking, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? I said, why did you have 3 kids? And he doesn't answer the question, like, why? Now, I know most of yourself might be thinking, like, what about you, Jim? Well, that's a whole story for another day, and I don't bring it up here on my podcast. There's just some shit, sorry about that. If I'm making a little bit of noise, that's my chair. It needs a little bit of oil. I don't talk about some shit. Some shit I just don't talk about. Not because I won't, or my feelings might be broken. It's just because, out of respect for certain people, I don't do it. I might be an asshole on a lot of things, but I'm not a piece of shit. Or whatever. People could say what they want. You know what? I've been doing this podcast for a while. And the one good thing I can say so far is nobody ever messaged me and said, you're this or you're that or something of that nature. You know, like, hey, you're a piece of shit. And family members out there never, you know, messaged me either. Good job on your podcast. I have friends do it, or, you know, like, fucking liking anybody out there listening. Fucking, I appreciate it. People I don't know. I don't do this for them or you. You know what I mean? I do this for me. But then I thought, shit, well, if I'm going to do this for me, and if it can benefit anybody out there, maybe going through some of the same shit, then that's great. You gotta remember, I wanted to do like a show where I wanted to be funny, and I was like, alright, well, you know what? Everybody does that. I'm gonna do something totally different. You know, I want to do like a little bit of seriousness. I want to do everything and anything. And that's it. I'm running really late on this fucking, because I'm doing this. I gotta extract the audio. I gotta go in and extract the audio. And I feel like I accomplished something by talking for like almost 30 minutes or whatever the fuck I just did. Alright, guys. Well, you guys, take care. If I missed anything or if I didn't come back on anything, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't feel like even doing this in the beginning with. I mean, today. I don't know. Any tips or anything, any topics you want me to talk about, don't forget to look up that video Maria told me from Wawa, the local Wawa, Maria Mega, whatever the name was. Look up that guy with like 60 Pogeyman? I don't know, fuck, what is it called? Yogi, the fucking, the dude with the 60 of them, man. 60s on, I don't know what the fuck, he plays games on his bike, I don't know. I don't get the point of it. Pokemon Go? No, that's not it. Maybe that is. Alright, well, either way, that's it. 30 seconds left, let's see. Banana. What rhymes with banana? Orange. Door hinge. There you go. Everybody's what rhymes with orange. Orange? Orange. I am literally trying to kill 15 more seconds. And that's the end of this show. Let's get serious. Any tips or anything, send them in. You know what to do. Alright, guys. Take care of each other. Take care of one another. And peace out.